Busy week ahead for the Trump administration. The president's on-again, off-again tariff plan set to take effect beginning on Thursday, while the latest job numbers show an uptick in unemployment. Joining us now to talk all about it is NBC's Jay Gray. Jay, give us a refresher on who's going to see some of the higher tariffs this upcoming Thursday.
Yeah, and look, they are proud of these tariffs. They're going to share them with as many people as possible. At least 67 countries, which America currently has a trade deficit with, will see a tariff. Many of those will be 10 to 15%. That includes the European Union, which will face higher tariffs, the EU and most of the other countries at 15%, as I talked about. Canada, as it stands now, at 35%, Brazil at 50%. Negotiations continuing right now with Mexico and China, those countries currently at 20 and 30% respectively.
Wow. Jay, what are comments saying about the tariffs and how they could impact the average consumer?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of concern that the higher tariffs could slow the economy, leading to inflation and job loss. The Yale Budget Lab estimating that the tariffs could cost the average American family an extra $2,400 a year. Analysts say a number of businesses are already having to cut margins just to pay for some of the international taxes that are already in place.
A lot of people talking about the recent job report. What do the numbers say, and how is the president reacting this morning?
Yeah, they really are. That's become a main issue of contention here in Washington. And look, the numbers are not good. They show hiring is slowed. Only 73,000 new jobs reported, less than the 100,000 that were expected. That reported on Friday. The Bureau of Labor Statistics also revising the two previous months' counts down sharply, shifting the growth rate to just 35,000 over those 2 months. And right now, that's the biggest 2-month downward revision since April of 2020 during the early days of COVID. So not a good sign there. And President Trump, without providing any evidence or data, called the report, quote, rigged, and he fired, of course, the chair of the BLS. So that's something that's really gotten a lot of attention here as well.
Have we seen any reports about the president's feeling about the numbers? Has he put together any kind of facts to support what he's saying?
Yeah, not to this point. And he says that these numbers have been off for quite some time. He just doesn't believe what's reported here. Democrats are pushing back, though. They say that the firing of the chair was unjust, politically motivated. And they say she was fired for simply telling the truth. Some are calling for a congressional investigation. Republicans are quick to point out that the position serves at the will of the president, and they say he's simply shifting to his own appointee for that position. But I don't think we've heard the last of this. And I think it'll also be very interesting to find out how the market responds, because this is still something that's very fluid, something that's still being discussed a lot here in Washington.
Is that all of the fallout you think we'll see behind the firing?
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point, I think a lot of that, though, depends on how the market reacts. And if the market takes this to heart and things start to drop off, though the futures this morning were very good, then you might see some changes. But right now, I think it'll be a lot of huffing and puffing. And as you know, that's something we see here at the Capitol quite often. And perhaps an investigation will start when Congress comes back. But other than that, like Republicans are saying, this is a position the president has the right to control and appoint someone he wants in that position. And so that's what's going to happen moving forward.
All right. NBC's Jay Gray, thanks so much for your insight this morning. Really appreciate it.